Do you ever wonder what your golden years are really telling you? Once you reach your 70s, life starts to speak in a new language, not through words, but through the signals your body, mind, and habits quietly whisper each day. Some seniors wake up each morning with purpose and energy, still dancing through life with strength and grace. Others feel the weight of time a little more, aches that weren't there before, fatigue that lingers, or even a loss of motivation. So what's the difference? In this video, we're going to explore 7 powerful signs that offer a glimpse into how long and how well you might live after 70. These signs aren't myths or guesses. They're based on real patterns observed by doctors, scientists, and people who've aged with vitality. Each one is a window into your future health, and by understanding them now, you'll know exactly what areas of your life might need attention and how to take action. Stick with me until the end, because even the smallest change could add years of joy, strength, and clarity to your life. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Your voice, strength, and clarity. It may surprise you, but the strength and clarity of your voice can be an early sign of how well your body is aging. Why? Because your voice depends on your lungs, muscles, nerves, and even your brain, all working together in harmony. As we get older, a weakening voice can signal more than just age. It might reflect reduced respiratory capacity, muscle loss, or even cognitive decline. Take a moment to think about 2 friends, both in their 70s. Arthur still leads his community meetings. His voice carries through the room, rich and confident. He speaks clearly, rarely needing to repeat himself. George, once a powerful speaker, now speaks softly and struggles to find words. His voice trails off. People lean in to hear him, and it frustrates him more than he lets on. Studies have shown that seniors with weaker vocal strength and unclear speech are at higher risk for physical decline and even early signs of neurological conditions like Parkinson's or dementia. But here's the good news. Your voice is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. Singing, reading aloud, practicing deep breathing, and staying socially active all help keep your voice and your health strong. So the next time you speak, ask yourself, does your voice still sound like you, or has it started to fade without you noticing? Your voice is more than a way to communicate. It's a reflection of your life force. Keep it strong, and you just might keep your body and mind stronger too. Sign 2. How you rise from a chair. It sounds simple, but how easily you get up from a chair without using your hands may be one of the clearest signs of your functional health. Try it now if you can. Sit in a chair, cross your arms over your chest, and stand up without using your hands. Was it easy, or did you feel unsteady? The ability to rise without assistance is tied directly to leg strength, balance, joint health, and core stability. It's also a predictor of independence. Those who struggle with this basic movement are more likely to fall, suffer injuries, and experience faster physical decline. Let's meet 2 women, both age 74. Elaine stands up with ease. She does it dozens of times a day, getting her gardening tools, reaching for books, joining her walking group. Her muscles still work together smoothly. Dorothy, though just as bright and sharp, finds it harder. She has to push herself up with her hands, and she often hesitates before standing, just in case her knee gives out. It's not about judgment, it's about awareness. And the best part? You can improve this. Leg strength responds beautifully to simple bodyweight exercises like squats, step-ups, or even seated leg lifts. So don't ignore the small movements. They're not small at all. They tell a story about your body's resilience and your future independence. Sign 3. How often you laugh. Now this one might surprise you. Did you know that the frequency of your laughter could predict your longevity? Laughter is more than just joy. It's a physical release. When you laugh, your body releases feel-good hormones, lowers stress hormones like cortisol, boosts your immune system, and improves circulation. People who laugh often tend to live longer. Why? Because they're more connected, more relaxed, and more emotionally adaptable, all traits linked to a lower risk of chronic diseases. Picture two neighbors. Tom always has a joke to share. He finds humor in everyday things, a bird stealing seeds, a wobbly stack of pancakes, even his own forgetfulness. Laughter keeps him light on his feet, mentally and emotionally. Jerry, on the other hand, rarely cracks a smile. Life has weighed him down, and the simple joy of laughter has become a distant memory. Over time, Tom's immune system stays stronger, his mind stays clearer, and he bounces back from stress more easily. Jerry? He's more prone to loneliness, anxiety, and eventually physical decline. If you haven't laughed today, it might be time to change that. Watch a comedy, talk to a funny friend, revisit a silly memory from childhood. Your brain and body will thank you. And remember, laughter isn't just about feeling happy in the moment. It's about healing, connecting, and staying alive in every sense of the word. Sign 4. The way you react to small setbacks. Life doesn't stop throwing curveballs after 70. If anything, the challenges change shape. Maybe it's an unexpected health concern, a change in routine, or a tech device that refuses to cooperate. But here's the question. How do you react when something doesn't go your way? Your emotional response to everyday frustration says a lot about your long-term health, especially your cognitive health. Meet two friends, Gloria and Betty, both in their late 70s. Gloria has learned to shrug things off. Her phone freezes. She restarts it or asks her grandson for help. She laughs, adapts, and moves on. Betty, on the other hand, gets easily overwhelmed. A minor problem spirals into a day of anxiety. She holds on to frustration, and it eats away at her peace of mind. This difference is crucial. Research has shown that emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from minor stress, is strongly tied to brain health, heart health, and immune function in older adults. Holding on to stress, even small doses, leads to chronic inflammation in the body. And chronic inflammation is a major factor in age-related diseases like Alzheimer's, arthritis, and cardiovascular decline. So the next time something small goes wrong, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, this too shall pass. You can't always control what happens, but you can control your response. And sometimes, that choice can add years to your life. Sign 5. How curious you still are. Curiosity isn't just for children. It's a secret ingredient to a longer, more fulfilling life at any age. If you still find yourself asking questions, exploring new ideas, learning new things, you're doing something incredibly powerful. You're keeping your brain young. Let's meet James and Harold, both 80. James is constantly reading, tinkering, or learning. He recently picked up an interest in photography. Last month, he joined an online gardening group and even asked his granddaughter to teach him how to use Instagram. Harold, on the other hand, says he's seen it all. He avoids anything new, shrugs off books, and dismisses modern technology as unnecessary. Now here's what science tells us. Mental stimulation, especially when it involves novelty, keeps neurons firing and delays cognitive decline. Seniors who remain mentally active reduce their risk of dementia and stay sharper for longer. So whether it's learning a new recipe, trying a puzzle, taking up a musical instrument, or watching a documentary on a topic you know nothing about, stay curious. Because curiosity doesn't age, and as long as you keep learning, you keep living. Sign 6. How often you step outside. Sunlight, fresh air, a simple walk. These might seem like small things, but they're deeply tied to longevity. When was the last time you spent at least 20 minutes outside just soaking in the world around you? Consider Ruth and Agnes, both 77. Ruth starts every morning with a short walk around her block. She listens to bird song, waves at neighbors, and enjoys the feeling of the breeze on her face. Agnes spends most of her time indoors. She says she has nowhere to go, so she rarely opens her curtains, let alone her front door. Over time, Ruth's body absorbs natural vitamin D from sunlight, which strengthens her bones, regulates mood, and supports immunity. Her light physical movement helps with circulation and digestion. Agnes, meanwhile, becomes more sedentary. Her mood dips, her muscles weaken, and her sleep becomes irregular. Getting outside, even briefly, is one of the simplest, most accessible habits you can build. It resets your circadian rhythm, improves mood, lowers blood pressure, and reduces stress. So tomorrow morning, open your door. Feel the warmth on your skin. Listen to the sounds around you. Even a few steps outside could be the beginning of a stronger, healthier you. Sign 7. Your willingness to ask for help. This one might be the most overlooked of all. In our later years, pride and independence are deeply important, but so is the wisdom to ask for support when you need it. Whether it's reaching out to a doctor, asking a friend to drive you to an appointment, or admitting when you're feeling lonely, your ability to ask for help reflects emotional strength, not weakness. Let's take Martha and Eileen, both 81. Martha believes in staying connected. She asks her daughter to help with groceries when she's tired. She tells her friends when she's feeling low. She lets others support her. And in return, she feels loved, seen, and cared for. Eileen, on the other hand, keeps everything to herself. She hides her struggles behind a smile. She thinks needing help is something to be ashamed of. But what Eileen doesn't realize is this: isolation can be dangerous. Seniors who bottle things up are at higher risk of depression, falls, and even delayed medical treatment. Knowing when to speak up and having the courage to do it is a sign of real wisdom. So whether it's a health issue, an emotional concern, or even just needing company, don't hesitate to reach out. Because the people who care about you want to help, and allowing yourself to receive that help is one of the healthiest things you can do. Now that you've heard all 7 signs, take a moment to reflect. Is your voice still strong? Do you rise from a chair with ease? Are you laughing often? How do you handle life's little challenges? Are you curious about the world? Do you get outside each day? And most importantly, are you open to connection and support? These questions aren't about fear, they're about empowerment. Because no matter what your answers are today, you can improve nearly every one of these areas. It's never too late to build strength, sharpen your mind, or grow closer to others. Aging is not a decline. It's a transformation, and with a little awareness, it can be your most powerful chapter yet. If this video gave you something to think about, please leave a comment below and share one thing you're working on in your life right now. Maybe it's walking more, laughing more, or simply opening your windows each morning. Your wisdom matters, and sharing it helps others grow too. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're here each week with practical advice, heartfelt encouragement, and real tools to help you live your strongest life after 70. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best is yet to come.